How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today is a cautionary tale, and it's not a cautionary tale about crypto going down or anything like that. It's more of a cautionary tale about history and what's happened in the past and what just came out about Andrew Tate being canceled. So I want to talk to you about that. Also, give you a cautionary tale about the crypto market and where you have to put your money and just to be careful out there. If you don't mind hitting the like button and subscribe button, I really appreciate that. My name's Sam. I make videos on cryptocurrency and investing pretty much every day, something like that now. And let's take a look at the market here. So Bitcoin is down a little bit on the last 24 hours. It really fell yesterday. A lot of cryptocurrencies in general fell yesterday. We're down about 1% though over the last 24 hours, almost under 1 trillion market cap. Now, we are under the significant level of the 200-week moving average. As you can see, we popped above it, used it as support several weeks in a row, and then we just fell below it. This is going to be a really important level to watch. You can see that we do have a higher low here, so that is a good sign. We fell to about 20,750 as opposed to 20,700, which we had set several weeks earlier. So that is a bullish sign that we're still coming in with higher lows and higher highs, but we still have to pop above this 200-week moving average, I think, to get back into the state where we're more bullish again short term. Now, with that being said, there hasn't been a ton of news for why this is happening besides just the dollar being very strong recently. But I wanted to cover some of the things you have to watch out for because it just came out. FTX US was among 5 companies to receive cease and desist letters from the FDIC. The government agency has previously stated that deposits and non-bank entities, including crypto firms, are not covered by FDIC insurance. This just came out after some misleading wording from the public or to the public, basically saying that your assets were safe if they were in cash on there. And if you remember, this happened recently to Voyager. So they were hit with a lawsuit, and part of this was because of spreads that they were really misleading about because they said they had zero fee trading or some of the lowest fees out there, and they really had some of the highest. Then also they lied about being FDIC insured. They were FDIC insured because they had cash at a bank, but if you had money on their platform, it was not FDIC insured. And I think we have to be really careful of this because FTX is one of the largest companies out there with really high market share and a ton of growth. If you look, it's the highest growth crypto company based on Bitcoin spot volume over the last 12 months. That is the highest growth of any of them out there. And this is obviously FTX.US, not FTX, but still, I think we have to be careful because a lot of these crypto companies get a little lax with the wording, a little lackadaisical. And FTX is typically better than this than most, I'll be honest, because they were very cautious about talking about their investment products. But that might not have been to help save the customer as much. It might have just been to protect themselves because they had already seen BlockFi get hit by a $100 million fine at that point or about to get hit by it. So the fact is that we just have to be very careful in the next bull run, even now as well, just making sure that we realize that whatever money we put in here, it's not going to be insured. It's not protected. It's not the same thing as putting your money into stocks in Vanguard or putting your money in a bank, which we have to talk about here in a moment too. But before that, I do want to talk about Margex. But again, we'll talk about Andrew Tate being canceled and why you need cryptocurrency to protect yourself away from getting canceled as well. Now, a lot of crypto traders are losing money because the market keeps on falling and it's very unpredictable. How can you actually earn profits if you're trading crypto in a bear market besides just, buying and holding long term? The fact is you can diversify your trading strategy by using something like Margex to long and short Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Margex is a Bitcoin-based multi-asset platform that allows you to trade other cryptocurrencies on leverage, short and long. So Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are available to trade on up to 100x leverage with no KYC. They've even been nominated by finance magnates as one of the most user-friendly trading platforms. It also features something called the MP Shield, which protects traders from illiquidity and also from price manipulation that flash crashes and flash liquidates short and long positions. Margex is also giving exclusive bonuses to try leverage trading without any risk involved. Sign up on Margex in a minute using an award-winning interface. Sign up with my link in the description. Enter promo code FRIEND100 and get $100 of free funds to trade and test your trading skills. Every Margex user can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, EOS, ADA, Solana on 100x leverage. The minimum deposit is only $10 and the minimum trade is only $1. Keep in mind, leverage positions do involve risk. This is why you should only trade small amounts if you're uncomfortable. Again, users get $100 free with that promo code that allows them to trade without risk, and all deal indicators are on screen and available in real time. Users can pick between cross margin and isolated margin for each trade. Cross margin shares the trader's available balance among all the leverage positions that use cross margin, either by using the pen or scrolling all the way to the left with the slider. Margex's fees are very competitive compared to other crypto exchanges, which is really good considering their MP Shield. And you can deposit over 10 different cryptocurrencies to fund your account, from Ethereum to Bitcoin to USDT, Polygon. All you have to do again is use my promo code FRIEND100 with the link underneath the video, and then you can get those free funds to start trading today. So special thanks to Margex for that. I really appreciate them being a partner of the channel and for you guys checking them out. Now, we just got news that controversial social media influencer, former reality star, Andrew Tate, banned from Facebook and Instagram. Now, if you don't know who this person is, I didn't know who he was until maybe a month ago. He's a big guru right now. There are a ton of YouTube channels kind of like exposing him and talking about him. And honestly, the guy's smart. I don't want to say that I agree with his beliefs because I don't, or at least the ones that he says. He's a smart marketer is what I'm saying. So he's very outlandish. He says stuff that is really offensive to most people. So he gets the niche audience or the niche audience, the people that are kind of extreme, or he at least gets in their minds or everyone's minds with some of the outlandish stuff he says. But then he comes later and talks about stuff that everyone would agree to, like that love is fantastic and stuff like that. That anyone can become a millionaire and that he can make you a millionaire is what he's trying to push basically, and that he knows how to make you money. So join his group for this amount a month, and it's a significant amount each month. So the fact is, even if you don't like him, you have to realize that he's becoming really successful from this shtick or this person that he's playing. He's basically an actor all the time, and he's gaining a lot of followers. And he was just banned from Instagram and Facebook for dangerous content, basically. According to Meta, he violated their policies on dangerous organizations and individuals, which, to be fair, maybe he has. He's done a lot of crazy stuff. He's been on a lot of podcasts. He says a lot of crazy things. So I would not be surprised if he actually did violate their terms and policies. Now, with this in mind, though, I think we have to be careful because obviously it's going to be beneficial for some people not to get caught up in his scheme, because I've seen videos about him and his actual courses. You have to pay a good amount. You don't actually get access to Andrew Tate, and you're just getting stuff that you could probably get for free. But the fact is, people do have free will to make those decisions. Some people don't make them very wisely, and some people are kind of suckered in. So that's why we have protections like this. However, this means that you could also be canceled as well. And it's not that you have to be some massive social media guru, right? We recently had the Canadian truckers movement, maybe again something that you don't believe in or jive with their thinking, but basically what happened was they were protesting, some a little bit more destructive than others, but basically I believe they were just taking up roads and making it really difficult for people to get through, which obviously isn't good. That can't happen. But the government went and instead of just trying to like arrest and tow those trucks, as I understand, they instead started to freeze accounts. They did a ton of different things, but they also started to freeze bank accounts of people that they thought were connected with this. So they didn't actually have due process. They didn't go through the courts. They just started to do it without any of that approval, which I think is really dangerous. We also have, if you don't remember, I'm assuming a lot of people don't know about this, but Cyprus, the bank run that happened now almost 9 years ago. What happened was Cyprus was in a really bad spot. It's over, I believe it's Europe technically. They're an island community there, pretty small, but they were in a bad spot with their debt. And basically they were going to get kicked out of the European Union, but they made a deal to help repay some of the debts. And what they did was they took money from some of the bank deposits. They had basically a lot of people worried about it because people knew that they were in a bad spot. And eventually, they had to take action. They froze the banks, and then they took a cut of what people had in them. Now, I've seen some different numbers. Anywhere at the beginning, people were thinking it was just going to be 5 or 10% of their bank deposits, anything that wasn't insured, which is, I believe, $100,000 there. So anything over $100,000 was going to get a 10% haircut. They were just going to take it out of your account. Then I've heard they took everything over $100,000. What I've seen here today on some articles from around the time is 47.5%. So it's either 47.5% or it's everything that was above $100,000. The fact is, if we don't know that these things have happened in the past, the fact is it can happen going forward. And the reason I bring these up is because it's very similar to what happened with Andrew Tate. Now, he was just banned from Instagram and Facebook. He has a lot of other media channels. But the fact is you can get canceled. I've been worried about that on YouTube. Not that I say anything crazy, but the fact is if you're too dependent on one stream of revenue from one platform, the fact is it makes it really easy to be canceled, right? Think about if you were in a business and you had all your money coming from one client. That's basically what we do with the US dollar. We have all our money in one specific currency. Of course, you can hold real estate and stocks and other assets as well. But the fact is a lot of people don't do that. And that's why I think it makes so much sense to have something like Bitcoin, because it's one of the only things that you can truly not be canceled, right? If you hold your own keys, you won't be canceled because you have access. You're the only person that has access to your private keys. Now, of course, if you're stupid about it, you can get stolen. You can send it to the wrong address. You can do all types of stuff. And of course, it acts as a different vehicle for a lot of people. A lot of people treat this as an investment instead of property or instead of a monetary asset that only you control. The fact is maybe you treat it as both. But the fact is that we need Bitcoin. We need other assets as well, cryptocurrencies that we can control and that we have access to. They're decentralized and that give us protection away from the powers at be, the powers out there that are trying to either control the world or trying to just cut some people out of it. The fact is you never know what's going to happen. Whether you're a huge social media influencer, whether you are a trucker that's just trying to give their belief system, even if you agree or don't agree with it, or if you're just a normal, everyday citizen that has no control over what's happening, right? These are normal people. Now, a lot of them were Russian oligarchs. A lot of them were big businesses. A lot of them were normal people, too, that just saved up money over their lifespan that wanted to save it and then got it taken away through no fault of their own. So that's why we have to be careful. Be careful out there. This can happen in cryptocurrency as well, where cryptos fall. We need to know the risk, but that's again why you would probably want your money in something like Bitcoin if you were going for this kind of hedge or protection against the powers at be, as I said before. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Check out Margex underneath the video. Thanks for being a part of the channel, everyone that's watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know your thoughts on Cyprus and Andrew Tate underneath the video.